So I started my journey of looking across Facebook Marketplace for a good, suitable car to get us some wins this year. There were not really good ones. So it took quite a couple days of looking for it, but I eventually stumbled across one that was a good opportunity. This one, I liked the style of it. I could see an image, I could see the paint scheme in the future. I had to come check it out. So the car looked great in person too. It sounded healthy at the time. We'll get into that, but I like it. I think this could be a good race car this year. It's light enough and it's got a good weight to power ratio. And here's the car that we got, a 1999 Honda Civic. And I know I probably shouldn't have shaved. Should have kept that on. All right, so the plan today is just kind of gutting the car and seeing what's wrong with it. And I think we have quite of a big issue. I'll just let you guys hear this. All right, so every time I start the car, sounds normal, right? Sounds kind of cool because the muffler is chopped off right now. But as soon as I take my foot off this clutch, I don't know if you can hear that on the camera, but there's a So what that tells me is we're gonna have to do a input shaft bearing. So I've never pulled off a transmission before, but I think we're gonna have to make this work. We're gonna have to get it done. That doesn't sound good either. Why do I buy cars? As we started getting into the trunk, there was a lot of nasty stuff back there, dirty, moldy clothes, and I was just not about it. You could tell by that photo. Getting into the cabin was pretty easy work. Just remove what you saw, no big deal. A lot of connectors, have to be careful of those. We don't want to short the vehicle and cause some problems. Battery was disconnected this whole time, by the way. I just wanted to be extra careful, because we know that electrical problems can be the bane of somebody's existence, and I'm trying to live happy this year, so we stayed away from them. Now the trunk actually gave us a lot of problems because when we were removing it, I took off the hinges before just removing the deck lid instead, and that bent the corners of the trunk. So we had to deal with that. We did try to remove the front windshield and the rear windshield, but turns out that is way above our pay grade because we didn't have the right tools. So we skipped that out and actually had somebody come over and do the windshield for us. Car looked great afterwards. I really liked how it's turning out right now. It's starting to look like a race car. I got to put some a screen on there and protect us from all the mud that's gonna start flinging at us. Here I removed the airbags. Even though the battery was disconnected, I eventually pulled up a video because I did not want that thing going off in my face because I don't trust it. For the sound deadening, we removed it by using a Chris Fix method. Well, not his method, but maybe it is, I don't know. Basically put dry ice on top of it and we let it sit for 15 minutes and then we're able to just scrape it up. It was pretty simple, really easy. Removed actually a decent amount of weight, I was surprised. Alright, so now we get into the engine bay and there's quite a lot to do here. My dad is taking charge of the AC system and pulling that out. I'm lifting up the car so I can get started and pulling the transmission. I know I goofed up here. I should have loosened the axle nuts the axle nuts when it was on the ground. But you know what? It's okay. We'll do it while it's up. No big deal. So, in the future episode, we'll be pulling the transmission. You guys will be seeing that, and it'll be less time lapse and more personable. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode.